Check, 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 check. Hey, we're live. What's up, everyone? How we doing? It is Friday at 3:30. We have made it to the home stretch of the week. I hope you are all having a good day today as we prepare for this nice, long 3-day weekend, at least here in the U.S. What's up, everyone in chat? I see you. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Hans, Jack, Bill. You know what it's time for? It's time for At the Close, myself and Joel Elconin. So hit that like button and let's do it. We got the next 29 minutes to run through some charts. Let's do that. All right, it is time for PreMarket Prep at the Close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Joel, what's up, man?
Spencer, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. I'm doing fine.
You had a big day, man. You were all access. You're on at noon. I mean, you're the star of the show.
Raul, what a day. Raul, every day is what a day here in Benzinga Nation. Let's bring up Joel's charts and let's have Joel walk us through. Today looks like a big old W, doesn't it, Joel? On the top left?
You know what? I think this is a darn good day for the market, right? I really think it's a darn good day because, we were a little shaky this morning, right? And kind of looked like, wow, we're going to get back down to Monday's low. And nope, they got a little bit through the pre-market low and turned around. So I think this is a great day here for the market. It's looks like we're going to close green with the way we're going, but we'll see what happened. See what happens in the last 28 minutes. Well, forget about the double top of crude. It took out those pair of highs at 83. Now we're kissing the high of the move. Rolling front month contract, that would take you 284.18. We're right there right now. New high of the move in crude oil. Gold being gold, down 480, 1860.60. Silver almost down a quarter, down 20 cents, 22.96. Bitcoin, nice range of $400, 43,075. And Ethereum futures, 41 of $41, 33.05. Crypto traders probably going to be active, right? Or the traders are going to be active. We got the 3-day weekend.
Yeah, and there's also like some big conference in Miami. There's like the North American Bitcoin conference or whatever next week. So there's probably going to be some chatter about that. Although, like the more it seems like recently, like the more I read about crypto, it's less about Bitcoin. It seems like there's a growing sentiment in the community like Bitcoin is for boomers, it's for bankers. Like no one like a lot of people have just moved on from Bitcoin. They moved on to other things like Ethereum, other altcoins, NFTs. Bitcoin is yesterday's news, Joel. And that's just a broad generalization, but I'm curious as to what anyone in the chat thinks. But that just seems like the sentiment right now from just being on Twitter all day is sort of how it feels to me. And our own moon, the hosts of our Moon or Bust show, they're not even that big on Bitcoin either. They're much more into
really
stuff. Yeah. But Bitcoin is crypto for old people. It seems like there's more exciting things happening out there.
I think that the other currency, the other cryptos have kind of taken some of the attention away from it, and I think that you got a lot of ARB going on now because you have those Bitcoin ETFs, and also you have the futures. So yeah, a couple different factors, but let's see. Let's just pull out the Bitcoin chart. To really get some legs back in this thing, we got to get back above 45K. That held for quite a while, broke down, found support at 40. That was in the area. Now that was above the August low. So another leg up in Bitcoin. Got to get back over 45K and hold it.
Okay, let's start with Netflix here. This one just
Netflix
started moving a little while ago off of a real piece of news. Reuters noticed this. I don't think it was an announcement. It was just they noticed this, that on the Netflix pricing page, Netflix has raised their prices for the first time in 2 years. If you're in the U.S. and Canada, you subscribe to the Netflix standard plan. that was $14 a month. Now it's gonna $13.99. Now it's gonna be $15.49. They're raising it a buck and a half for again U.S. and Canadian users on the standard plan. First price increase in 2 years.
So this is what was going on in the boardroom. Reed Hastings was saying, "Did you see our stock just made a new low of the move? We better do something." And they said, "Well, let's raise prices." And that's you got to pop. Interesting move. I mean, it hit. What do we get up to today? We got close to 540. Got to 538.37. 2 day high 540.79. Bad news is it's back $7 off that. So it's good news being, some profit takers after this thing made a new low for the move. I would just keep an eye on the high for the week. Wow, there's a triple top at 544. But first things first, let's see if we can get back and hold 540. That's $9 away here, $10 away as we speak. So at this point, it looks like it was going to sell the news in Netflix after making a new low of the move, bailed some people out, and they're looking to get out.
For anybody crying inflation, I found this chart from Statista. It's not up to date because it does not include the 2020 price hike because they increased the prices in like October 2020. That was the last
Yeah, yeah,
last
I
time.
thought
But
so.
right. So this doesn't include that, but it gives you an idea of just the increase in Netflix price over time. And I would argue, so if you go back to November of 2010, the standard plan was $8 a month. So now we've gone from $8 to almost 60. So we've almost doubled in about 12, 11 plus years here. But I would argue Netflix is more than twice as good than it was in 2010. It was probably like 10 times as good today as it was in 2010 in terms of the amount of content that they have. So this is actually this is deflationary because the price is going up, but it hasn't gone up in step with the value of the product. So I think this is probably just frankly Netflix is very cheap for how valuable
I mean, it's got a
for
lot of,
how
it's
valuable
got
the
a
service.
lot of shows. Yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. It's fading now, so we'll see. 540, and I think it'd be a little bit better.
This is also a good time to note that Netflix is on the earnings calendar for next week, Thursday after the close.
Thursday after the
We
close.
are going to restream their conference call on our channel here. But yeah, this is the calendar for next week. You've got not a ton of big names, but just a couple. The flow is starting to trickle in a little bit. Tuesday, we've got some more banks: Goldman Sachs, Charles Schwab, Truist. We got JB Hunt after the close on Tuesday. Tuesday. Interactive Brokers, Morgan and Stanley is Wednesday, Bank America is Wednesday, UNH is Wednesday. Then we move away from the banks, and that gets us to Thursday with Netflix, Intuitive Surgical, get CSX, get some transports in there. So again, the flow, Alcoa is Wednesday. I skip that one. I missed Procter and Gamble as well. So the flow starting to trickle in next week in the earnings season, and that's going to be the story here for the next couple of weeks. So
Do you
exciting time.
do you want to hear a little Joel conspiracy theories? Because I'm not going to be here next week.
Please.
Why didn't they wait to announce this when they do earnings next week?
They didn't announce it. You mean
The price increase.
why don't they just wait to update the website, or why don't they just wait a week? Maybe
Yeah,
they thought nobody would notice. I don't know.
really? Huh.
I don't know. I mean, like literally, if you go to the net, it's like if you go to the pricing page on Netflix, it literally says like the increase, but it's not
Huh.
like they didn't
But they
announce
didn't do a press release or anything?
No, Reuters is the one that broke it, I
Huh.
believe.
That's weird. Okay. Well, we'll see what
Yeah,
happens with earnings then.
they didn't announce it. Maybe they just thought no one would notice, or maybe they did
That
it. Maybe they did it and they were like, okay, like we're gonna do it and we're gonna like tip off a reporter, but we're not gonna announce it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know why. To answer your question, maybe like you said, they couldn't wait a week because I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know. All right. Well, we'll see how earnings turn out. I just I don't know. It just seems a little weird to me. But anyways, what else do we want to cover here? We
Well,
just went green on the session,
yeah.
just a tad. I saw it just flicker above. That's the nice thing about trade stations. Just flickered green for a second, but now we're just slightly in the red again. So people looking to get out of the market. At least we'll see here. Still 20 minutes to go.
Yes, Doc and Dave. I remember when Netflix would send you movies in the mail. Those are the days. Let's just take stock of the banks and the casinos here. That was our story of the morning. The casinos are still strong.
They
Really,
held.
they held. I love that Las Vegas Sands went basically straight back to where it was the day that
That's a
the
good call, Spence.
the day the Macau thing became a story, the potential new regulations, it went straight back to where it was that very day. When you can't say the same about that, and there was an MGMU. MGM does not really, but MLCO is the other one, and Melco you can't say the same about that. But Las Vegas Sands really went right back to that point. So interesting stuff.
Uh, the number we gave you was not a bad number. I gave you a 92, right? For some reason, or just over 92, and that's what you got. Didn't get there. The pre-market highs you didn't get to, but still good day holding the gains, so that's a good thing. Las Vegas Sands, Spencer talked about that $42 area. That acted a little differently. It did take out the pre-market high. So that's a good day for that one as well. So it's good that they didn't get back those gains.
And then on the bank front, it was kind of the opposite, right? Well, actually, well, yeah, it was the
Poor
inverse.
JP Morgan. I mean,
Yo, JP Morgan,
how many times have you seen this
yo,
before?
this is my take. This is my take. By the end of next week, we're at 170. That's my take on JP Morgan. End of next week. Well, wait, it's only 4 days, but yeah, 170.
Yeah. Um, that'd be a big move. That'd be a big move. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but let's see if we can put a couple lows in here. Boom for the same area. Just just a lot of profits evaporated off that report. Big run into the report. I didn't drill down in it, but it's looked like it's got some more work to. I'd fade you on that one, but since I'm
Yeah.
not going to be here, I'll let you go.
Mateo, didn't Ford close above 25 yesterday? I thought it rallied despite.
Now it closed at
Oh,
24.98.
just missed it by 2 cents. Well, it might do it today. So yeah, okay.
Sure, she's
Yeah,
got a chance going into the
yeah.
close.
What else was on my list here to discuss? There was like a couple more tickers. Oh, Checkpoint Software is not a name we talk about very often anymore. CHKP, but they caught an upgrade this morning, and it is one of your top performing stocks of the day. Or at least it was last I checked. Um, CHKP.
Yeah, they got influential analyst there. You got your bogey. You got your bogey next week, guys. Set your alerts for 128.38. Today's high 28.04. Two other monthly highs 28.37 and 28.39. So there you go. You clear that, another leg up. Then you start to work your way into this candle. So get those sellers out of there in the 128 handle. Good day, gap and go. Where do we open at? A little dip off the open, but did it get into
Yeah.
yesterday? No, it didn't get into yesterday's range. Missed it by 18 cents. Ugh. Close, but no cigar. The SPUs are green now.
I
Now they're
know.
up three quarters of a
Story of the
point.
day is we're just continuing to rally, and again, you zoom out and it looks more like a seesaw, but like we really are going straight up here.
Actually, I think with all the up and down and all around,
Yeah.
this is really going to be a scratch this week because we
Um,
ended we had this basis the S and P's. I mean I don't know what you're looking at. Um, but we ended last week at 67.75. We had to tumble the five, under 4,600. We got perky and got back into 4,700, so 47.39.50, and so it's going to be about a scratch on the week. But considering considering what happened on Monday, I think today's a pretty good day.
I would say so as well. Brian, that's a good point about Roku and Fubo. I did not even look at either of them. Well, didn't Fubo had numbers today? Fubo gave some subscriber numbers. I thought, and I thought I saw. I looked very briefly. I don't want to butcher what it was because I don't want.
Oh,
I looked for
Fubo.
2 seconds. No,
Fulo.
unless I'm wrong. I could have sworn I saw a Fubo thing headline today. No, I guess I'm making that up.
Mm,
Never mind. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Fubo is again new lows there. Not
okay. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about this one, folks. This is new low of the move, kind of a quiet day, down 46 cents. Hey, you're below. Well, it bottomed at the 1355 area in November. Um, of 20, and then it had a nice run up, but I don't know. Looks like the luster's come off the Fubo and doesn't look to be getting back anytime soon. How's DKNG doing? D,
bad. Not
whoa,
not good. Just
another
the
low
answer.
move. I guess are
Not
people
good.
out of money? What's going on?
No,
What's wrong with these gaming stocks
yes,
or these
everyone's
gamblers?
run out of money, Joel. There's a good question.
Where did you hear that first?
I'm joking.
Where did you hear that first?
I'm joking. Nobody ran out of money. Maybe they did.
I
I don't
mean,
know. No idea.
no, wait, can't you bet like pick one team to win? You win $2,000 no matter what. And
No,
then I
it's,
don't know.
it's never like that.
I don't understand the appetite.
It's always like, hey, if this guy scores 2 points,
Yeah.
you get $50.
Yep.
Um, Good question here from James J. He says, question: my dad bought into a biotech. He said at one point he was up 200%, but now he's down 60%. He's trying to decide if he should cut his losses. Thoughts, parentheses, he's already retired. Here's what I would say, James. It kind of depends, like, how much anxiety is this causing? If it's not causing a lot of anxiety, then I would say let it ride. But if he's thinking about this nonstop, if he's sweating, if it's money that he needs, right? Because you said he's retired. If it's money that he needs, then I would strongly consider. And again, I'm not an advisor. Neither is Joel.
Neither am I.
But I would strongly consider selling if it's like causing enough anxiety where he talks about it and thinks about it all the time. But if he's not thinking about it all the time, if it's just like a thing it's sort of on his radar, but he's not super concerned, then it's not causing him a lot of stress, and I would say let it ride. But that's how I would gauge it. How much stress is it causing you, right? Or him, I should say, not you.
Yeah,
Or,
I'll let Spencer handle that one. That's kind of I don't know what the stock, and it's a tough question.
well,
But if he's already retired, then he's doing okay, man. Just enjoy your retirement. Don't worry about it.
yeah, and
Pass
then
it on to your kids. Let your kids decide.
yeah, I again, we don't. He didn't say what the company was. I have no idea what the company was. That's obviously important. Maybe check the pipeline, right? See what they got coming down that way. I don't know what kind of news has come out recently. Maybe
Yeah,
check to see if
it's a
there's any
tough sector.
check to see if there's insider buying or selling. And then the last thing I was going to say, which was oh yeah, maybe like let that be like this is a great experience now. So going forward, you can be like, all right, next time I know if I double my money, I'm going to sell half or have a plan. But this is a good experience, no doubt. Um,
Before we forget, someone asked about Starbucks, and I just
oh,
asked.
I'm so glad I sold that. Where's it at right now?
It is.
Oh, I'm so happy I sold that. Oh my god. When did I sell that? I sold
What
it.
the heck happened to Starbucks?
Oh man.
What's a cup of coffee there? Like nine
When did I
dollars now or something?
Joel, here's the indicator. Ready? There's a Starbucks right by me. And we went like 2 weekends ago. And this is at 9 a.m. on a Saturday or 9:30 a.m. on a Saturday, and they weren't open.
I know.
They were
I
not open
know.
at 9 a.m. I'm like, you're not,
Yeah. What
you're
is
not open.
going? They can't
Yeah.
find workers, right?
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. They literally can't find workers.
Wow.
Crazy. Wait,
Wow.
hold on.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow.
It's
This is the answer.
Dutch Brothers.
Yeah, what's
That's
going
all
on
I
with
gotta say.
Wait, how is Bros doing? I have like
I
a
can I can go to 3 different locations that have Starbucks right next to it and a Dutch Bros, and you see
yeah.
lines on Dutch Bros, not a single car in the Starbucks drive-through. And they're
um
right next to each other. I'm impressed almost how Dutch Bros even looks at those properties and like, okay, Starbucks across the street, don't worry about it. We'll just kick them out the water.
Wait,
this is what
wait.
I would keep an eye on. I would keep you on you got 2 monthly lows here. So I mean the way it's going down, the momentum sure looks like wants to test this they'll call it 90 96 and a half. That splits the monthly lows from January and February of last year. So that's kind of look where it's heading. That is a really bad. Did they have any new? I mean, is this news or just selling? Be getting more selling on this one, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of near the lows of the session, breaking $100. That's the next support I see, unfortunately, for Starbucks is 95 and a half. That splits 2 monthly lows. And Costco coffee, man, that's good. That make it real strong too, instead of paying
Wait,
all that.
I think I sold it like in like the 112 area.
Good for you.
I saw, yeah. Oh man, that looks like an amazing sale right
There's
now.
a big red candle for it too.
Yeah,
It hasn't had a red candle. I mean, if you want to look on the bright side, it hasn't had a red this big of a red candle since March and of 20, and it rebounded off that. And I don't know. I don't know. That's a big fall for a big company.
yeah, no kidding. I had lost all sight of that. Was it easy, Mike, that kept talking about Walmart this morning? Somebody was talking about
What's
Walmart.
going on with Walmart? I gave a
Yeah, I
level on
know.
Walmart to people, and
It had that big spike, and I'm not really sure why.
yeah,
Um,
look where that spiked to. Wow. Um, didn't hold, but keep it out 146.47, 146 and a half. Where you get to today, 140. Got to clear out that seller at 146 and a half. That's what you got to do. And then if that, then maybe go back up to the top of the trading range closer to 150. But 146 and a half, I'll make that a 3 star.
okay, we got 8 minutes left in the session. This is your last chance for more than a week to get your questions in for Joel. He'll be out all next week, uh, taking some much deserved R&R. So drop your tickers in the chat. And Joel, before we forget, before you leave, we have to get a few dad jokes from you.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. All right.
So let's see what we got here in the last 7 or so minutes of the
I
session.
saw a good one.
Yeah,
Dads love saying just gonna top her off before putting gas in the car.
for sure.
Dads like saying, I didn't raise you to talk like that, even though they raised you to talk like that.
That's a good one. That's funny. I
One
like that.
more.
Yeah, one more.
Dads love saying kids don't know what good music is anymore.
Sure. Sure they
All
do. Yeah,
right.
I'm down with that. Okay, let's see here. Let's do. Oh, Izzy Pop, why do you do this to me? Why do you make me look at Disney? This is the third time I've looked at Disney today, and I try not to. We talked about it this morning. They called it a downgrade, so that's why it's down for the day.
What did?
Disney, Disney,
Oh
Disney.
yeah. What happened at 150? Did it get peppered at 150 or what? Did 150 hold? That was the area I was looking at. Come on, House of Mouse.
Oh, I'm
Oh
gonna have to
man,
use
come on,
almost there.
keyboard. Gotta give it a little break. Got considerably below 150. Going to 148.42, but it's rebounding back near the highs of the session. So not a bad day. I can see this filling the gap. It kind of looks like people use this to buy the dip on this one. So I can see a gap filled. Alert when it gets back up to 155.17. The fact that it rallied 3.5 bucks off the low, that makes it a good day in my opinion.
This is great. Today just got a little bit better. I was just delivered a Heineken. Thank you,
Oh,
Alan.
nice.
Thank you, Alan Arnold. I appreciate that.
Emily Weiser asked about AMD and Nvidia. Those things made new lows the move and turned around. No, it didn't make. Oh, that new low for that was on the Monday washout. Um, I gotta let it go if it takes this out, Emily. 256.44. You're comfortably above that. Um, I just don't think it's got. I just don't think it's gonna sprint right back to 284.80. You got some room if it can clear 272. Definitely you got some room there. But Wow, not. I mean, it looks good, but man, it's got a lot of work to do. And I don't like the fact made the all-time high here. A little bit of a break, a lower high. A little bit of a break, a lower high. A little bit of a break, a lower high. Here was about the same thing. Break, lower high. Break. I don't know. Maybe AMD or maybe Nasdaq's turned a little bit, but you can do anything if you use good risk reward. AMD, same thing. Got away pair of lows 131.50. I would lean on that. And then you got to keep an eye. Someone's hawking 141. Your 2-day high 40.57. Your 3-day high 41 and a quarter.
George, can you look at Lucid LCID? The lockup, the pipe lockup expiration on Lucid, I think is Wednesday, which means so sometimes you see like squeezes into the lockup expiration, but all that what it means is in Lucid's case, I think like a, a majority of shares are coming online, right? A
Mm-hmm.
majority of shares will be eligible to be sold beginning Wednesday. So this on paper has a serious potential to go down off of that market dynamic alone.
A lot of days, though, they bottom on those days or the day before because everybody anticipates. I mean, because the
Well,
lockup's over, that doesn't mean that, they
well,
have to
that
sell.
that's how like IPO lockups have tend to behave. SPAC lockups have been a little bit different, where sometimes it's the opposite, where they run up like into the lockup just to squeeze people. And in this case, Lucid, had a topped out at 47 the other day. But it's definitely like a negative catalyst for the stock, no doubt about that. Just because
I
shares,
mean, it's
shares are coming online.
41. I mean, I'd see, a couple lows in that area, but once again, you're selling stuff and you're not, you don't know for sure if people are
Yeah.
gonna sell.
No,
So
no, that's right. You don't know. You definitely don't know. But more shares are coming online, so
what
so the float will dramatically increase. So there's that. Just to be, if you're in Lucid, just know that. If you're in Lucid and you don't know that, then you're the dumb money, unfortunately. Anyway, we got a minute and a half left in the session. Let's do a couple more. Let's look at. I don't want to look at stuff we look at 10,000 times this week. Can we
So
do?
SLB's breaking out. Someone talked about that. That's a nice move. Found that great support at 36, broke out above 37. What do you got here? Does this thing actually have a date with 40? That's what I'd be. Well, 41, two monthly highs, 40.93 and 41.14. So a day like this, first day, really, you had a really nice. You had some legs, 2 days of consolidation. I don't know if you're going to do like a 30 to 36er here, another 6 points, but you're looking for an upside target. Keep an eye on that $41 area, 40.93, as I said. That was a high in the end of 19 and 41.14, and another high, and then we'll look at Halliburton,
Yeah, real quick,
and
then
then
we got to hop
break
at
it out.
4. Yep. All
We
right.
gotta get off before Mitch is gonna yell at us.
It's gonna yell at
Okay,
us. Oh man, we're gonna end up closing. Yeah.
in the green a little bit.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
tad on the red for the week, but
Yeah.
green for the day. I mean, you got your support down there, so market held up. No new low on Friday, so everyone behave. I don't want anybody upsetting Mitch in the chat next week. And I'll be back with you guys a week from Monday.
Joe, have a great time off. We'll catch you in a couple weeks. Everyone, have a nice long weekend. Enjoy the day off on Monday. Don't show up here. We're not going to be around on YouTube on Monday. We're taking the day as well. So catch you, the rest of you, on Tuesday. Coming up next, we have gone through all of our shows for the week and cut out all the best moments into a nice, concise. There's our bell. A nice, concise 8-minute highlight video starting right now. The best of Benzinga Live this week starting right now. Everyone, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again on Tuesday.